Hey, cousins and friends, it's Kara, and I am back with part 7 of my endometriosis story. And I just want to say if you have watched all 7 parts, you are like my favorite person in the world, okay? Also, at the end of this video, I am going to give you some dietary tips, some foods you need to avoid if you have an endometriosis diagnosis or suspect you may have endometriosis, okay? So stay to the end, you don't want to miss that. Before I get started, I do ask that you interact with this video from the bottom up. If we're on TikTok, if we're on other platforms, please like, comment, and share this video, okay? Boost this video so that people can see and hear this message. So when we last left off, I was still in the hospital, and I'm just going to kind of fast forward to being discharged. So upon being discharged, I have been ordered home physical therapy, for a physical therapist to come out on site and see me twice a week and help me start rehabilitating my leg. I was also ordered to have a home wound ostomy nurse to come in and teach me how to change my ileostomy bag. If you don't know what an ileostomy bag is, I will explain. So it's not a colostomy bag. That's on your left. That's from the colon. The ileostomy bag is the small intestine and it hangs on the right side and it makes more of like a liquid waste. So I don't know how much social media lets y'all see of me, but I am a very well endowed woman. So because of this, my ileostomy had to be placed a little lower than it normally would be. This led to so many complications. I was at my wit's end with the ileostomy. It leaked so much. No matter what we did, sometimes it would leak and come off right after changing it. I felt defeated, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I joined a support group. If you have an ileostomy bag and you're not on meetandostomy.org, you need to sign up because the community there and the support there is amazing. They will help you. I had a skin rash that kept coming back just from the moisture constantly being there. It was red, it was inflamed to the point where sometimes we couldn't even get the adhesive to stick because the skin was so bad. Until about March, where I started having pain in my side, like every time I breathe. And I thought that maybe the ileostomy itself was infected, so I was really kind of paranoid. We went to the emergency room and I found out that the stents, if you've been watching, you remember I had stents placed in December, refreshed right before surgery. And so it's now March. Those only last about 3 months, 3 months. So it was time to get the stents out. They were infected and they were causing me a world of pain. While in the hospital to have the stents replaced, I met a fabulous OG nurse. She was amazing. She had been dealing with wound and ostomy care for over 20 years, and she never met an ostomy that she couldn't defeat, including mine. When I was discharged from the hospital, I initially had what they call a one-piece system. This is where the ileostomy bag and the waffle or back piece are all connected already, and you just apply it. This nurse could tell right away that I had what they call a high output ileostomy. I was constantly going, like if I drank, it came out. If I ate, it came out, right? She switched me over to a two-piece system. The first one she tried, I leaked right away. She went back into that supply room. She came back with the two-piece system. And after that, I had relief, y'all. The lady was like an angel. So the rash on my skin was finally able to heal. And the two-piece system ended up working out all right until May when we had the reversal. And part 8, I'll tell you more about the reversal procedure and the recovery from that. So now if you stay like I asked you to, as I promised, I'm going to tell you some foods that you should avoid if you have endometriosis or suspect you may have hormonal problems similar to endometriosis. The number one thing you want to avoid is processed foods. I know it's hard in today's society, but it causes inflammation and it is a trigger. Sugary drinks, throw them away. Gluten is not your friend. Red meat, sorry, you have to kiss the steak bye bye because it is causing you inflammation. Soy. Soy contains phytoestrogens. They mimic estrogen within your body, which will make your symptoms worse. Avoid soy. Caffeine. Sorry, Starbucks girlies. Sorry, Dunkin' girlies. And this can be tea also. Some teas have high caffeine. So look into that. You have to read the things that go into your body. Alcohol, that Don Julio, he doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about your endometriosis. The best thing you can do is eat an anti inflammatory diet. It won't cure the endometriosis, but it will have you in a lot less flares, a lot less pain. Thank you so much for listening to part 7 of my endometriosis story. There is still a few more parts to come. Again, I do these videos not just to share my story, but to spread awareness. If you find in your heart to donate to my Gofundme to help me on my road to recovery, the link will be in the comments. All right. Thank you so much. Bye.